This world is completely different. The zombies here each have their own unique characteristics. Some of them are very dangerous and some are very violent. But there are some secrets in this world that I have to find. I survived 100 days in Plants vs Zombies world and this is what happened. Day 1. I spawned in nowhere and the journey was begun. Each type of zombie dropped its own item, and that's how I got my first iron.
Brains!
After a while, I got my first diamonds and everything was going well. Day 5. I found a special place right under the bridge. It looked like a camp. And then... yeah, I found a gun with some ammo. But that wasn't all. There was also a map there. It looked like someone had hidden something there. Actually, I was right. There was the equipment of someone who had brought a bit of bad luck. I found very good things down there. And something special. A manual that taught how to make some weapons. And of course a backpack for extra items. That was very good actually. Rest in peace, buddy. I take care of them. As I continue on my way, I saw a very large hospital. That was exactly where I found the biggest secret in this world. But the ground floor was blocked, so I went up. I finally reached the lower floor, and when I look around a bit, now I had enough diamonds for better armor. And then I found some strange things in the waiting room. Plants that attacked the zombies. This was actually the only way to deal with them, and now yeah, I had to find the origin of these plants. But who put them here? I searched everywhere and found nothing. The number of zombies was also increasing, so I had no choice but to go outside. There were really a lot of them there, and it seems I was surrounded. But I accidentally found a secret passage and took refuge there. It looked like it was a hospital shelter, but I was wrong. In fact, it was a laboratory. The origin of those plants I had seen was here. Here too, there was no trace of the creator of these plants. I just find some names here actually. And at least now I knew what to look for. After enchanting my armor, it's time to make some ammo. So I started this according the manual. It was in the middle of the night when I arrived at a protected area. There was another building in the same area, and it looked like another large laboratory.
Brains! Brains!
On the upper floors, I found some very good information. Names I had seen before in the hospital shelter. It seems I should be looking for someone named Dr. Dave. In fact, he and his colleagues had created the fighting plants. Now the question was, how can I find this guy? Well, as I was looking around, I found a house that seemed different from the others. Exactly, someone seemed to live there. So this was the only clue I had, and I had to find it. Day 20, I finally found that house. I was really very lucky. In fact, Dr. Dave himself lived there. I realized that he couldn't speak, so he wrote his words down. This was a really great opportunity. Dave gave me his plans guide. The mission was very simple. I had to protect his house so that he could continue his research. From now on, I would no longer run away, and the fight against the zombies began.
The zombies are coming. Brains.
First of all, I bought some seeds from Dave. And then I start making underground farms. It felt really good when I planted my first plants. Day 26. Everything was going great and I needed some resources to continue working, so I left the house. I got some really good stuff on that ship, but I wish I hadn't gone to the lower decks. There was actually a bomb there that I accidentally activated. I only had 3 minutes before the bomb exploded. I had to get out of there quickly. Luckily, I was far enough away in the final moments. After everything there was destroyed by me, now it was time to go home. On my way back, I arrived at the military base, which seems to have good things. It was night, and as I was returning home, I found a strange place. The end of that strange path led to a secret place. It was a really big place, and even on the upper floors, I found some survivors living here. So I didn't miss this opportunity and got emeralds. Day 31, I went back home and started getting stronger again. By the 41st day, I had enough suns and enough food. Now I had to think about making a better weapons. So I start looking for a gun I like it. But before I could make a gun, I needed some irons and coppers and more. Deep underground, things were different. There were lots of furry creatures living there that made it hard for me. Day 47. I finally returned to the surface with a lot of resources. But as soon as I got back to the house, I found a trail of blood on the floor of the yard. It looked like someone had entered the house. Until I got upstairs and Dave told me everything. Dave was right about that. It was really crazy that he had found his brother. And that wasn't all. Now I could sell my sons to Joe. Now everything was better and I could continue working on making the gun. And I finally found my favorite gun, the Holy Shotgun. It was golden in color and really strong. But it was a bit challenging to build. I had to hunt giants to build it with the items they gave me. I was almost done, but suddenly a group of them attacked me and I almost died there. It was really close. Anyway, after that scary night, I finally made the holy shotgun. I can only say it was beautiful and fierce. But I still needed to kill giants to make holy ammo supply. Now that I had a gun, it was time to make some soldiers. On the night of the 60 seconds, as I was going to sleep as usual, a very loud noise came from the yard. Zombies had broken through the front wall and were attacking the plants. I fought all night. Next day, a plan came to my mind that I wanted to implement. Day 71, my plan was complete. From now on, I had a much stronger line of defense. I also had a hole in the front yard with barbed wire, and of course, I used the hopper to collect everyone's loot. A truly perfect design actually. But just when I thought everything was fine, I heard the same explosion again. This time from the back wall of the house. The giants had destroyed the back house and entered the back of my house. but one of those giants seems to be stronger than the other. After that hard battle, I got some really good items by killing that red A giant. I think the most important thing was the infinite enchantment. It seems to be related to weapons, and with this feature I no longer need holy ammo. But more importantly, I should have fixed the backyard sooner. So I had to design a new plan. Day 81. The backyard defense lines are completed. This time I also built a pool in the middle of the yard for a better defense strategy. It was on that day that Dave was able to make a new plant that was really great. In fact, he could eat any zombies. Now, we were ready to fight on this side of the house. I realized that I could make my soldiers even stronger. All I had to do was give them a soldier's helmet. Now they were shooting twice as much. On the 84th day, it was a stormy day when I realized we had been attacked again. This time, more red ape giants had come. I got some weird enchanted box again, and this time they couldn't even get in. Next day, now it's time to make my gun stronger. My guess was right. Now my shotgun ammo was infinite and had new capabilities. Beautiful and fierce, right? Day 87. I have to repair the front yard defenses. And I also decided to use new plants in the front yard. Day 19. This house was being protected in the best possible way. After that, Dave had a mission for me. This house was very secure now, so that's why I accepted this mission, and Dave gave me a map. All I had to do was go to the designated spot and bring the research. So another new adventure began. It seemed like my destination was a destroyed city. When I arrived right in the middle of the city, I was surrounded by very strange zombies. They were actually a combination of plants and zombies, which was really strange. Even though fighting these zombies was hard, they gave me very good XP. But reaching the destination had become much more difficult. Also, Red 8 giants appeared there. There were some really good things in those ruined buildings. This city was actually weird and scary. Day 95, I finally found that lab. I finally found Dr. James' room, but it seemed his researches wasn't there. He and his group had fled to a nearby palace. There was actually a very large palace right behind the city. And it looked like it has a lot of room. Day 98. Finally, at the highest point of the palace, I found the body of Dr. James along with his researches. I found what I wanted and now I had to go home. I fought exactly on the bridge with another red egg giant and this time it gave me a very wonderful book with a red X-book enchantment, but I couldn't use it right now. Day 100. When I got home, all the defenses in front of the house were destroyed. I found some big footprints in the yard, and the worst of it was when I went upstairs. They had killed Joe and kidnapped Day. There was only one letter there.